Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Plot Twins podcast. I'm Ashtyn.
And I'm Nyah. And book 2, Rites of the Starling.
Woohoo!
I know. Honestly.
So good.
Wow. That, I like have no words truly to describe this book because I feel like it was a roller coaster. But basically, I feel like if you have not read the book, please, maybe you should not be here.
Yeah.
I will say it picks up pretty straight after Shield of Sparrows,
Like,
following Odessa. You do get some new characters that
you get a new character with dual point of view.
Yeah, you get dual point of view, and I just think also you get a better understanding of what is Calandra.
What is Lissa? What is
this whole monster, the 6th, the 8th, the
Voster
Brotherhood? Yeah, like what is some of the stuff Odessa found in her bedroom before she left to Tura?
Yeah.
This book was a great bridge book for the next book.
Yeah.
Which we already have a release date for.
Yes. It's nope.
No, it's like March 27th
of next year.
Next year.
Obviously, right.
Obviously.
But maybe not obviously because it could have been 2028. But no, it's
2027. Right. 2027.
Which is crazy.
God. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could wait.
I know.
And like longer than a year.
Yeah.
With how this book ended.
This book was crazy.
Wow.
If you have not read Shield of Sparrows, Rites of the Starling, highly, highly recommend. It is amazing.
Yes.
By far, it's surpassed a lot of my reads this year.
Honestly.
Majority of them.
Yeah. I was not expecting it to be
so good.
This.
Yeah.
Like, I almost put it on par with, like, Akatar.
I know.
Everything.
It's good.
That's crazy to say because I feel like I haven't had a book that has been at, like, that level.
Yeah, I agree.
Yet. Like,
yeah.
That I think about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen?
It's
like,
kind of like, for me, like, the Throne of Glass series where, like, there is, I mean, nothing will ever compare to Throne of Glass, but it's on the same level in terms of, like, the world building. Yes. You have really lovable characters, really hateable characters.
I also think the plot twists and like the things you don't expect are also kind of like Throne of Glass.
It's
you get to it and you're like, what?
Yeah, and everything starts like making sense in your head. Like,
it's making sense in your head before it like is fully making sense in the book, and you're like, wait a second.
I think I'm getting it now.
Am I actually like discovering what's happening before the characters? And you're kind of like, oh no.
But there's no way.
Oh no, there's no way. I'm so wrong.
Yeah.
How dare I think I'm right?
Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't read these yet, I would probably stop here. If you listen to our other episodes, you know that everything we say is spoilery. We don't leave any details out.
Leave a crumb.
So just make sure to stop here. Please. Come back.
We don't want to spoil this book for you because I truly think
it's amazing.
Everyone should read this book.
Yeah.
I have recommended it to like everyone. I'm like, you guys gotta read this. I'm like, please.
It's so good.
Because it is just a masterpiece. This author is great for being kind of a new, fresh author on the like
fantasy. Well, because she's done contemporary romance, but this is her first fantasy.
Shut up.
Series, yeah.
Shut up.
I know, isn't that crazy?
This is her. Okay, well, so
I think at least
let's talk real quick about that. I love authors that change genres and they do so well in it. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like how Callie Hart was. Yeah. She was a very much contemporary. She did her very first fantasy Quicksilver and that thing popped off.
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
But then you kind of saw maybe in book 2 you're like
yeah.
But like this author knowing that she's done like contemporary and this is her first fantasy possibly like good on you. Like holy crap,
absolutely
you're killing it. Like you mastermind. I can't
so
even
good. That's the thing about fantasy is I'm like, how do authors build an entire made up world, all of these characters, the magic system, how it all ties together, what the problem is, what the plot twists are, That's insane. I am not creative like that.
I feel like I think I'm creative like that. And then, like, if I was ever to, like, start doing it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm like, so my book is actually 100 pages long.
Yeah. There's like no plot
There's
twist.
no
It's just
plot.
sex.
There's no climax. There's nothing.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
just give you a little novel, tiny little gist. So yes, please, if you have not read it,
Stop here. Come
hop
back.
out
We'll be here.
because we'll be here waiting for you when you have read it. I promise.
Yes.
Always.
Okay.
So, all right, where should we start?
Wait. Give your rating. And
Oh yeah, my
we'll
rating.
give the spice level.
Okay, honestly, I started off this book at a 3.5. I was like, it's a bridge.
okay.
It's book 2. It's a bridge book, for book 3. I'm vibing. I'm fine. But it's a 5-star read. It's a 5-star read, of course.
You have to read it all the way through. I still think, like, I was kind of feeling the same. I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it 4. Like, I'm still enjoying, like, learning about the
Right.
different characters and these different elements.
The monsters, like,
yeah.
there's
learning
obviously
Caspia's story, like
Yeah.
seeing a different whole other continent.
oh
which-
yeah, the
Nelphinex?
Nelphinex. It was something like
I
that.
don't-
Yeah, but like seeing that and seeing how like the crooks actually weren't that bad. I was like,
Yeah.
well, hold
Yeah.
on, like,
And
the
you start feeling like
tension.
sympathy because you start the story by seeing how these other people are living, and they're like, oh my
Mhm.
god, they're so beautiful, and they're called the Swift, which is like such a beautiful word
Well,
compared to the Crux.
the crooks,
Yeah.
Swift and crooks.
Yeah.
Like, what?
What's the
And
difference?
so it really just reflects on how these two continents were seeing them. But I will say, like, I was amazed that, like, we were going through this story and, like, it just was so beautiful. And you felt the tension, you felt the sorrow of, like, these people who have been living with the crooks,
yeah.
migrating
Yeah.
and killing everything. And then
Yeah.
you see Caspia's side where she's like, no, we love we
These
love
beautiful
the Swifts.
creatures,
Like, they're
yeah.
beautiful. They're
Everyone wants
kind.
to be one of
We
them.
everyone wants to be a Swift. And we're
Yeah.
over here like, you
You
crazy
do?
girl.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
they be killing our people. What do you mean?
Killing all of Calandra.
Yeah. And then spice level, this one was spicier.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, a 4.
Probably 4 stars. Yeah.
4, maybe like a 3.75.
I'd say 4 is pretty solid.
But I think 4 is like
There's
solid.
multiple scenes.
Multiple scenes with different characters too.
Yeah.
Like, you get Caspia and Andres, and then you get Odessa and
Ransom.
Like, we got
You get enough.
a good pot of
Which
open door scenes.
I do have a comment about this because I was on Threads and I was seeing that people were like, there's literally like no like scenes in this. Like, there's no romance. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys actually
Did we
on
read
about?
the same book?
Right. Like,
Did we
there's
read the same book?
multiple.
What?
I was surprised at how many it had.
I was
like,
kind of too.
Caspia and Andreas had like
They were going
5, 6 scenes.
They were literally going ham.
Yeah.
I will say, Caspia and Andres' first scene that
Yeah.
they finally, like, did the deed.
Yeah.
They didn't go in detail. They just said, until we became one.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
I said, hello.
We're
You're
going back to
gonna
door?
close the door on me. How dare you? How dare you? But then we still got it later on.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. And you didn't need it for, I mean, you don't need it for most fantasy
Honestly,
books, but it's nice.
we don't read just for that.
Yeah. We're smart, intellectual beings.
Yes, we like it,
We like it.
but it's not needed.
Right.
We like it, though.
Right.
Obviously. Obviously, we
No,
like
it was good. It was good.
It was
But
really good.
I think anyone who was complaining about this book actually needs to leave the genre and go read a different genre, because this was so
This was
good.
This was a romantasy, just like Throne of Glass. Like, Throne of Glass, we didn't really get anything,
Yeah.
but that is a masterpiece of a book.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, this author could have taken out those spicy scenes.
Yeah.
I still would have enjoyed the book.
For sure.
Yes, of course, I want to see them, come
Finally,
together
yeah.
and finally have the tension broken of, like, we haven't seen each other.
Yeah.
Let's get down and boogie, you know? Like,
Yeah.
obviously I want to be there for it, but
Yeah.
I didn't need to. I didn't need to be.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that people are going out and saying there's not
It
enough. What did they
actually-
want? Porno?
That's what I'm like, what is
You still have to have context of a story.
there's something about like there's something going on within the book world in
Yeah.
terms of like the romantasy and fantasy and the fantasy romance and the romance fantasy. Like
Yeah.
apparently there's different meanings. I didn't know that. I was reading about it when I was at Einstein's earlier, but
What?
yeah, they're saying something like, I can't remember which one is which, but like fantasy romance it's a primarily fantasy book, but there's romance subplot, whereas there's romance fantasy, and it's more of a romance, but it takes place in a fantasy set world.
Okay, I can understand that, but good God, you guys.
It's just not that deep.
Why do we have to be so sensitive and so deep to the proper way to label a book?
Right. And like if you don't
What?
if you're reading a book, you're reading a fantasy book and you're like, I don't like that there's not enough smut in here.
Oh,
Don't
well,
read
go,
it then.
Go
like
find
put it
something
down.
else. Go put it down.
It's
if you
not that
or you finish
crazy.
the book and you're like, man, there was no smut in it, then maybe pick up a dark romance.
Yeah. Because that
Pick
will
up
have all
something
that you
that
need.
will literally, and like sometimes like I go through little spurts where I'm like, okay, I don't want to read a book with like a lot of smut. Like I
Yeah.
just read literally a porno.
Yeah.
I don't want to read another porno.
Yeah.
Like, or there's sometimes I will read a book and I'm like, I'm ready for a porno.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready for my smut.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
probably like the hormones, the luteal,
Mhm.
whatever.
I that one book, The Female.
Oh, you were telling me about it.
Yes. So I read that and I was like, I think I could use like a little like palate cleanser
Oh.
after that. You know, just like something to like
something
break it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I get that. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know. People are a little
sensitive.
if you
these
really
days.
didn't like the book just because it didn't have that you're crazy.
You're crazy because there actually was scenes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of scenes.
So many. I also give it 5 stars, by the way. Love this book.
Yeah,
So
this
good.
was a good one.
Should we insert the picture of you crying when
Bawling.
you finish the book?
Honestly, we'll insert your picture too, bawling your eyes out. So
Mine
that's
was,
what you would
in the
like.
dark though, but yours was like
I
in the
literally
light.
in my work office bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I
So
gotta close the
good.
door. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna like ask for help or something. I'm gonna literally look at them and be bawling my eyes out because I'm unwell.
So good.
Honestly, yeah. So okay, let's. We're getting spoilering. So who did I initially think Caspia was when I started reading? A cousin.
Yeah.
Or like maybe a long lost sister, because she was like, "Where did my mom go?"
Yeah.
My mom, and so I was like, "Oh shit." We
Yeah.
also don't know anything about Odessa's mom, so
Mhm.
maybe like this is her long lost sister,
Yeah.
a cousin.
Yeah.
That was my initial thought.
That's what I was thinking too. And I was like, I was very confused because like you had texted me too and you're like, why does she keep saying 3 sisters? But then like at one point she like listed all
She
of
did
them,
list them.
and then I was like, okay, so it's not her sister.
Right. So unless it's a sister she doesn't know about,
Yeah, it's like maybe her mom left and whatever.
yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know.
had a baby on Calandra,
And
which
then they
was
were gonna meet in the
Odessa.
castle and be like, oh my god,
Well,
we
that
look
was-
the exact same.
That was literally, it was brewing up to
the
that.
entire
They were
story.
literally both in Quintus together at the same time, and I was like, hell yeah, they're good. She's literally in the library. I was like, Odessa, go to the
Go
damn
to the
library,
Get
girl.
over
I'm
there.
like, oh, please. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I'm also like, why is no one saying like, hey, you look like Princess Odessa? I
Yes.
was literally getting pissed. I was getting pissed. I was
Yes.
like, why is no one saying anything?
I know. Like the librarian and them stuff, I'm like, he has to know.
In the fighting court ground, I
yeah.
was like, the
What the
husband of the librarian
Yeah.
isn't like sickling out. Like,
Right.
Hey.
Yeah.
But then he did mention her mom. She's like,
Mhm.
yeah, your mom was a great warrior. And I literally was like,
hey.
oh, okay. So we're getting somewhere, but like bring up Caspia.
Yeah.
And
Where's
literally was
Caspia?
like,
Yeah. Waiting the entire time. It's literally 80%. You're like, when the fuck are they gonna
no,
meet?
literally, it was like 88%. I'm like, are they gonna meet?
And then you get to 90% and you're like, oh,
You're like,
they will not be meeting.
So they won't be meeting
Yeah.
because Caspia is Odessa's
Yeah.
mom. So I was like, oh,
Perfect.
what?
Perfect.
And I'm bawling my eyes out because I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you're telling me this whole time, this whole damn book, I've been reading Odessa's mom's point of view.
Yeah.
I literally was
It's so sad.
unwell.
It
And like
makes me sick.
the fact that too, like, you go through Odessa's side where she's getting those journals and she's living the visions her mother saw. I was like,
that confused me so bad.
I was still shocked. I was like, so you're telling me this book that keeps on happening, like the visions happen right after she reads them, the stories. I was like, her mom saw her whole life pan out the way it was supposed to,
which is crazy.
Which I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, it just happened that way. Like,
yeah.
I felt like I needed to reread the book.
I know. I was like, fuck, now I gotta go see all the things I missed.
Like, I missed way too much in this book, to be honest. And so I also know that Caspia came with her cousin Exandra, and like, what happened with Exandra?
Yeah, where did she go?
Exandra being like, she turned into the Briar Wolf,
and then, which I did not know that's what she was turning into. I thought it was something different. Like the way she was describing her, wasn't clicking for me.
Yeah, it didn't click for me until Andres was like, the Briar Wolves, and I was like, oh,
right.
Oh, right. Yeah. But then the whole, I don't know if it's a theory or if they confirmed it, but Exandra being the one-eyed Briar Wolf.
Yeah, I think, because I think Odessa just had a thought like, oh my god, is that
why? Because that's the wolf that bit Ransom. And so if that's how the, like, Lyessa was created, then it had to be her.
Right. So, okay, so that's, I guess that's what maybe the theory is that Xandra was a starling. She shifted in Calandra where the magic is bad.
Cursed, yeah.
Is cursed.
Because of the six, because they are not actual gods. They're evil magicians. They're demons. They pray to, like, the demon guy to give them magic, and then
I think it was demons at least
got killed, and then their ashes became
magical. But they're doing something to the land to make it so that the animals and magic itself created in Calandra is bad. But so she became the Barry Wolf. She bit Ransom after he had the injection in him.
Yes.
And that's what created Lissa. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's not tying together for me yet.
It's like, it's there, like, it's tied in, but I'm also like, because the book left on a cliffhanger of, you know, Alora, the healer, still testing the rats and everything, and then Odessa finally took a vial of her spit. It was like, test this.
Because where there is poison, there is a cure.
Yes. Right. And so she's thinking that if her saliva was the poison to create Lissa, then there's got to be a cure to some degree.
Of some sort.
But I'm also like, how? That's DNA stuff. Like, how do you cure a DNA component?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because, I mean, it's a fantasy world, so there has to be a way.
There's got to be something. Well, I don't know. We had that vision, that last damn vision.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out on that last vision that we're talking about here, because I was sobbing to that too. But remember how Caspia had that vision of her leaving on the boat, and she was waving goodbye to Andreas, and she kept seeing the boat in the harbor from her window.
Did she actually say she was waving to Andreas, though?
but she was leaving. Like she was on the
Right.
boat and leaving. Like the boat left.
Right. But
And
what
she
if
was
that was
saying,
Odessa?
but how would she have seen Andreas?
Oh, I forgot if Andres was truly in that vision.
I think he was.
Okay. If he was, then it was her.
Yes.
And
So
she changed it.
She changed the vision. She changed how it came to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there is a way for the visions to not be true.
Well, also with Chaos,
Cos.
Mm-hmm. She changed his vision too. Yeah. She saw the vision of his bread being stolen, and she went and found him. The bread wasn't stolen from him yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was never going to be. But her visions just seemed too accurate in Odessa's world. Yeah. To like misalign that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was where I was like, oh my, no. Yeah. No. I said, please don't do this. Yeah. Like, I won't survive. I will die. Maybe, and maybe they don't die. Maybe it's just a vision.
Maybe they find a cure in time.
Yeah. Or maybe she does shift it, but she like can control it.
Yeah. Or maybe they're able to find all of the things.
The orbits.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Of the ashes and destroy them. And maybe she does shift and then they destroy them and then she comes back and maybe Ransom isn't dead. I don't know because Xavier didn't die.
No, he didn't.
Xavier's still with us, which I'm happy for Evie, obviously, because I was feeling for her, that girl.
I know. I was like, my God. Gosh, when May was going at her with the knives, I've never been so mad at a character in my life.
No, I was pissed. That
was insane.
When May came into their suite,
tried to freaking kill the Tarkin.
I get the Tarkin would, that probably is a good money statement piece, whatever. But like, you have no boundaries to understand. Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Yeah. Also, like the Guardian is like basically daddy to this Tarkin. So like, what are you thinking? Yeah, you're gonna actually kill it? Yeah. Also, the king like putting like Ransom in positions to where he knew he would lose control. Crazy.
The king was really pissing me off because I was like, what do you think is going to happen? Like,
well, I'm also like, the king was aware of the silver-eyed warrior from Caspia from the very beginning. And so, the silver-eyed warrior shows up and he immediately was like, I need to kill him. Yeah. I need to kill him. And it's like, no, because if you kill him, then guess what? The vision line collapses. Yeah. And then guess what? All of your Caspia's work of writing down her visions and everything would be for
nothing.
Pointless. Yeah. So I was just kind of getting pissed. I was like, dude, why don't you talk? Why don't you, when they came back to Quintus and Odessa was like, we saw crooks. We saw crooks. Like, we killed it. Yeah. And he was like, oh, the silver-eyed warrior killed a crooks? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Jesus.
It's happening.
Caspia. Yeah. Like, you called it. Like, he was so, like,
whatever about it. And that's, like, the most frustrating thing is, like, you figure out everything, obviously, at the end of the book. And so there's not a chance for him to, like, really redeem himself, I feel like, or explain.
The balcony scene of them finally, like, going through the journal.
That made me sob.
Was unwell.
My wife is cold.
It's so sad. I was so actually unwell.
Distraught.
It was the fact that he was, like, finally just opening up. Like, yes, I understand Odessa doesn't trust him. Get it. Like, you can't have one moment of opening your heart, bearing it all, and get immediate trust. But I was literally like, he did this to Odessa. He put her in this box and treated her like nothing, trying to protect her when really he knew that wasn't what Caspia would have wanted. No. And so he felt so much guilt. But I was just like, how dare you? That is so sad.
He was being evil. I like really started like especially towards the end, I kind of started feeling for like Margot and May a
Yeah.
little bit, but not so much.
Not so much May because she's still born royalty. Like, it doesn't matter. You've had
Yeah.
your whole life in the castle. So what if he's not your dad? Like,
Yeah.
let's be serious. There's always
Also,
scandals.
like when she was like take me with you, like it's horrible or whatever. I was like, what is happening?
What is so horrible? Well, and it's also, I just don't trust May
Yeah.
with the way she's been acting with Evie and the Tarkin and everything. Like, yeah, she had her moment of kind of redemption during the like garden scene when they
Yeah.
were, beating.
Yeah. Oh, that scene was so sad also.
I was just like, I sat there and I was like, oh my
What
gosh,
the
like,
fuck is happening?
what?
Yeah.
If this, like, are they gonna get captured? I was like, okay, if
Yeah.
they get captured, what
Yeah.
then? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
huh? But then no, Ransom is the one that gets captured and locked up, and that's unfortunate. But I also think that needed to happen to have that resolve
Yeah.
between Odessa and the king.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that Alora will figure out
The cure.
the spit, Odessa spit, if that truly is what it is, and then hopefully can reverse it. I don't know how
I
that's
just
gonna quite
don't
work.
I just don't really understand how where there is poison there is a cure, whatever. But
Right.
the Starling wasn't they weren't the poison.
They're not poison because the thing is they couldn't be poison. Like, they are a
Yeah.
person. It's their DNA. They weren't asked to be like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get the where there's poison, there's a cure, but I'm like worried that maybe that's not the case because this is like a DNA thing.
Yeah.
But I will say I love the Mavins.
I know they were
I do
so cute.
think they needed to come into the book at that time, or like I would have like been like so bored.
Yeah, over it.
I would
Yeah.
have been like, "Hey, I'm so over that we're traveling so much."
Yeah, it was a lot.
But then the Mavin showed up. We got kind of like that Jody being kind of snarky and everything. Gave us. It kind of made me miss Ransom because I was like, "Hey, this is literally Ransom." I'm like,
Yeah, in a different font.
different font Ransom, and I just was like, oh my gosh, like when the hell is Ransom gonna show up? Like, he
Yeah.
hasn't been in half of this book. It was like 60.
You're not even getting point of views from him, which I'm like,
Where is
why
he?
don't we get that?
Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Like, we got a point of view at the very beginning of the book of him, but I was like, where is he now?
Yeah.
Also, what I'm questioning why the prologue needed to be there about Whisperro.
Yes.
I'm like,
I was wondering that.
I was scratching my head the whole time, like, where is this gonna tie in?
I wonder if it'll be the last book.
Probably.
Yeah, something to do with the Voster.
Right, because
and
she
their
was the
magic.
first Sparrow to obviously to do the treaty and everything. So
Yeah.
I wonder if she, like, in the next book we'll figure out more if, like, maybe on her end she
Yeah.
knew the Voster were gonna be bad. But yeah, I did love the skeleton forest scene though.
When Ransom comes in.
I
Rip her
bawled.
horse.
I bawled.
It
I
was
bawled.
so good.
Literally, where she's literally giving herself up. She's gave Evie to Jody, is like, make sure she's safe, and that literally is gonna go at these dire wolves head on.
Fight them. There's like 12 of them.
I know. And the next thing you know, a horse comes with the view.
It's so good.
And I just remember seeing at the bottom of the page, just one word, Ransom. And I was literally like, thank God. I was like, oh my God, he's finally here. Oh my God, he's always here at the right time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't handle how this all just played out.
Yeah.
So good. And then obviously you get the backstory of that. I did not like that Ransom was like keeping the crooks turning into a female a secret for a while. I felt like that needed to be kind of addressed ASAP.
Well, and it's like, what would Odessa do? How would she actually react? It's not like she knows another person with
no,
like, like it just
like you prolonged the reaction that was going to be the same reaction of when you told her
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did tell her in the cell, and then Margot shows up and is like, "I can help with that." And I'm like, "Oh, finally, someone can help with this
And
because
here's the
oh my
key to get
gosh,
you out because you did nothing wrong.
literally, yeah." But I am intrigued to see how this next book plays into them finding the orbits
Yeah.
of the Vosters. Like the High Priest, obviously, is going to be a very big enemy
Yeah.
character. Like
I'm
am
curious to
worried.
meet, and if this even happens, I'm curious to meet all of the other Vosters because we only know
Yes.
of Brother Dime and Score and the High
Yes.
Priest.
Yeah. Those are really the only ones that we
Yeah.
truly know. And so
Yeah.
how many are there? We don't know.
Are they all in Alisaria?
Are they all in Alisaria? Because that's also too, I was like, Alisaria has been the main key point since book one.
I know, so
And we have not been there.
I'm
I know
wondering
nothing
what's there.
about it.
I bet there has to be an orb there.
Oh, for sure. That's got to be the final orb.
Final one, yeah.
They're going to, of course, go pick out the other ones first because, for a damn fact, the High Priest is hiding that one with King Ramsay in Alisaria, where you have to take a blood oath to get into.
Yeah, and you can't tell anyone about it.
It seems very...
It's fishy.
Yeah. And so I'm pumped to see the third book if we figure out Alisaria, we figure out how that is all going to play. I'm excited to see the city, know what's so secretive about the city,
Yeah.
But I'm also curious, like, how the hell are they going to kill the Brotherhood, the Voster?
How are
the High
they going to
Priest?
destroy the orbs? Because they never figured it out in this book either.
Yeah, they didn't figure out how to
They just locked it away.
Kill the orbs, kill the priest. Like, also, Ransom, one thing that kind of stuck with me when Ransom got siphoned by Brother Scory, he was like, he's so much stronger than the High Priest.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so Brother Scory gonna sacrifice himself?
Probably. Well, that vision.
I think that's the only way.
That vision of him slitting his throat or getting his throat slit by, I think, the High Priest or whatever.
I don't think they said who was, but they just, in the vision, he got his head cut off.
Yes.
Wait, but was that Brother Scory?
I don't know.
Well, because Brother Scory said Caspian knew me as Brother Nold. Nold.
Well, she called him Hane.
Hane was a different one, though. Hane and Nold were two different Vosters.
Whoops.
Yeah, Hane is the one that died. And because I remember her asking Hane and being like, because she first originally talked to Brother Nold, and then Brother Nold, I think, grabbed Hane to address the situation. And then I think Caspia said in the book, do I need to be worried about Brother Nold? He knows. He goes, no, you don't need to be worried about him knowing your truths.
Okay.
And so, and then later on, obviously now Odessa has met Brother Scory, and he goes, Caspia knew me as Brother Nold.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh. Okay. But Brother Hane is dead.
Okay. Like dead?
And dead. I think he's the one in the vision.
But did the vision play out?
I mean, we don't know. She just never saw him again.
Huh.
And she, died.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that part of the book also was so sad.
Yeah, when she's kissing Odessa and it's like, I love you. You're going to be so strong. Have courage. I was like, no. I was like, don't do this.
Not goodbye.
Like, please don't do this because I'm devastated. I'm bawling my eyes out. Don't go sacrifice yourself. But I'm like, she saw in her vision. She knew she had to play it out that way to then, I guess, have that ripple effect of, but also the vision of her seeing Emery. Emery wasn't even on the continent of Calandra. Yeah. I literally was like,
what the fuck?
What?
So, okay, yeah. So Emery was in Calandra with the captain, her lover, and they were getting tortured.
No, I don't think they were in Calandra. I think they got taken by the Beeson on Nephinex.
Oh.
I know that part was so confusing, to be honest.
What?
But I'm pretty sure that Emery was never on Calandra. She sailed away with Max, her lover, and got taken by the beast scene. And they then tortured her in literally just a few cities over
Yeah.
on FNX. And I guess she was pregnant at the time too,
Oh.
because she was bringing up that they were using her child as like a wavering tool.
Yeah.
And Max as well, as they were
Yeah.
torturing her and taking her blood and everything.
That's right.
But that was all on FNX, because then when she was talking to Calandra, she's like, that was never my intention to have them go there. I would have never known they were gonna go try to find me and never come back.
Yeah.
I wasn't my intentions to get captured.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, Emery never made it, because Emery was still the crooks that died by the silver-eyed warrior.
Yes.
But
which happens in the future 20-something years later. 24.
Yeah, because she was like, in the vision, Orlandra goes, it's already been 24 summers.
Yeah. Like they're not coming back.
They're gone. They're not coming back. And Emery is like, no.
I have to find them.
I have to. And she's like, it's not worth going and leaving your daughter to go do that. And so then I just got the goosebumps. That means how many years since that vision she had? Maybe it was like 30 summers. Yeah. She finally went to Calandra to see if she could find her sisters. She finally probably was like, screw you, Calandra. Yeah. And went and got killed by the silver-eyed warrior. She was warned by Orlandra too. She was like, Caspia kept on seeing your death by a silver-eyed warrior. She saw it 6 times, and she went to find you. And she was like, but that wasn't my intentions. And then next thing you know, she did go try to find him and got killed.
Okay, so do you think that has, kind of off topic but not really,
okay,
the animals who are attracted to all the spots that Odessa goes to in the first book and even in the second one, we know that the starling are like, can calm like any animals. Yes. So do we think that those animals were like looking for Odessa as well?
I guarantee they could probably feel the starling blood in her. And I think because the land is cursed, they are attracted to it, but in a different way than they were attracted to it in FNX. Yeah. I think they were attracted to it in a bloodlust way, instead of like, oh, a starling, like a friend, a foe, like someone that will tame me and pet me and give me cuddles and loves. They're seeing an opposite light of being like, I need to go kill this starling because they are, their presence is agitating or something. I think that's more what of it is, because I feel like a lot of the stuff is like reversed than FNX. And so I think, yes, the monsters were gravitated to her because they know starlings are like tamers, but they had so much bloodlust that I think they went. And so I do think when Emery was the crooks, happened to just come to Elder and attack Elder, I do think she probably was following like the Thrum or something to find Odessa. They probably have some connection of being like, oh, starling blood, starling this. And so I do think she probably obviously was in bloodlust and wasn't even thinking when she did find out Odessa. Yeah. But then she died. But a silver-eyed warrior. Like,
this book is so insane. This is what we're talking about, people. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's just like, I feel like there's still so much like not fully uncovered. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to know. I'm
curious to see how the third book will play out, and if the third book will be the last, or if there will be
I'm hoping it's the last.
I think it will
because I'm like, as much as I would love a fourth book, I'm just like, I feel like we're just already so close to like figuring it out. We just have a few missing pieces of figuring out how to kill the orbs, how to kill the Voster. Yeah. Those are really the things we're waiting on.
Yeah. I guess my other thing too is I'm like, how are they going to do all of that when the Crux is supposedly coming?
That too. I'm like, you guys are on a timeline.
Yeah.
And then Odessa feeling the thrum at the end. I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I literally put in my notes here. I said, so Odessa needs to get pregnant so that we can have 9 months before she can shift. Because I'm like, no, you can't have a thrum. You can't have a thrum.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not while we don't know how to fix the land.
We don't know how to fix the land. We don't know how to fix Ransom. We don't know how to kill the priest. Like, we haven't gone to Alisaria. Like,
we haven't even gone to Nelphenex.
Right. I wonder if she'll make it to Nelphenex. Yeah.
Maybe she will. Maybe that'll be part of it.
Maybe she'll have to go to Nelphenex, take the orbs to Nelphenex to destroy him. Or maybe she'll have to go to Nelphenex to ask him for help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something crazy. And I'm curious to see how much of a part Thora and Jodie will play in the next ones. I'm wondering if they'll get their band of mavens to go and find one of the orbs. Like, they'll maybe have like search parties.
But I also feel like they need to have Odessa with them because Odessa has to feel the magic.
Yeah.
She has to feel the magic to know where the orbs are.
That's true.
So it's hard because I'm like, I do wonder how the Mavens are going to connect, and maybe they're just people that are going to go with them to like protect, to have a bigger search party. Maybe. But I also am like, are we positive? But they would be able to get rid of Salem. Who is Salem? What the heck is a Salem guy?
Maybe Salem's in... No, there's no way he's in Alisaria.
I don't know. See, that's the thing too. I'm like, who's Salem? Does Salem have any part to do with the orbs? I don't know. But I'm like, we have this person who's holding bounties above people's heads.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Yeah.
Are we going to meet Salem?
I feel like we have to.
We got to meet Salem at some point.
Maybe
To free Thora so she can finally be in the desert with her hair blowing and free of her shackles.
Oh, that's right, with her armor and stuff.
I'm assuming we gotta meet Salem.
Probably.
But see, like the third book, I'm like,
I need it now.
Where are we going? So I'm like, a whole year? I'm like,
it's good though. I think the pacing of like her releases are actually pretty good. And they're still good books.
There's great books. And I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I could easily do a reread of these books in a year.
Oh yeah.
And be so content.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Well, I could do Shield of Sparrows. But definitely Rites of the Starling.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So
I will.
Good.
I need to definitely already feel like I need a reread.
Yeah.
So in a year, I'm with the knowledge I have, and I can come back to this episode.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to, reread probably a little bit.
I think maybe we'll do January Shield of Sparrows, February Rites of the Starling, and we won't do like another recording of it since we've already done it.
No, we can do like
we'll just do it on our own time.
Just do it on our own time. Yeah. Was there anything else?
Let's see what I put in here.
I'm like, I think we really covered majority, if not all.
Did you what were your when Odessa had asked the Foster, like, how were these things that I'm reading in this book happening after I read them?
And he says, my dynasty, your dynasty or something. I was like, I'm gonna beat you.
What did you have any like inklings on anything?
Zero.
I didn't either. I was like,
absolutely zero. So then when I got to the chapters, literally Caspia's pregnant, I was like, huh? It's like, wait, hold on a minute. When did that happen? And then literally the next chapter with her, she had the baby. I was like, excuse me, what happened? What happened? And the lady's maid's name being Margot. I was like, I'm like,
game over.
I literally texted Ashtyn. I was like, WTF? No, wait, what? No, literally calling her. She's at her facial. I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, someone answer, please. I'm like, I gotta talk. I'm like, there's no way that we've been reading this whole damn story, and I'm over here like, why aren't they meeting yet?
Yeah.
We're gonna beat someone up here in a second, just to find out it was.
Yeah.
Guess me, it was a daughter. Yeah. I was the mom. I literally sat there. I was like, wow. I had zero suspicions, which kind of makes me upset.
Yeah,
because I felt like I should have known.
Yeah, there's people like also on threads that are like, I'm only 40% in or whatever. This is my theory, and they're guessing that Caspia is Odessa's mom, and I'm like, how did you pick that up? Like, actually,
they're thinking too hard. Yeah, just read the damn book. I think I was just enjoying it so much that I didn't even think. I already think I just, from the very get-go in my brain, I was like, Caspia is Odessa's cousin. Caspia is Odessa's sister. That was my very first instinct. So I clung onto it with everything I had, to where I didn't even
Well,
slightly process that it could have been
because
someone else.
you thought that they were living on the same timeline. That's like how the
How would
book
I
is supposed to
not?
make you feel.
Like, how would I have not known
Yeah,
they weren't living on the same
right,
timeline?
right.
Their worlds sounded the
Exact
exact
same.
same.
Yeah. And when he talks, because Andrea says something about the wealthy king or whatever. He says something.
Yeah, he talks about like, I'm a noble man. I have come from wealth, but like he didn't really allude to like, I'm prince.
Yeah, the prince.
But he comes down like, I have money, and then they come to Quintus, and like he's telling the whole story about his brother and everything, and I'm like, okay, like I didn't even have like any suspicion of him being the king or prince or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, what did the king and his brother get into a fight about?
So his brother got hurt, and then he started taking that the dung of like the core.
Oh, the
corpus. Yeah, he was taking the dung because it's like basically opioids.
Yeah,
and he got addicted to it. And I guess Andres was telling the king, "Hey, like you guys, what? He's literally not okay.
Yeah,
we need to wean him off this and blah blah blah."
Help him.
And the king was like, "No, no, no, no." And then finally he fell down the stairs and died. And then Andres was like, "Peace out. I told you, I'm leaving." And then
I had a theory. I was like, what if the king's brother is Salem? But it's not, because he died. Yeah. So that theory went down the hole, but that's okay.
I just really want to know who is Salem.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Salem's got to be some. Maybe it is not someone. Maybe we're overthinking that it could possibly be someone. But I definitely know I had lots of theories reading this, and I was way off the mark.
Yeah.
I was like,
me too. Okay, and I'm glad that I was. I love being genuinely surprised by a book.
Oh yeah. I was over here like, oh, the black-haired boy that they adopted. That's the Guardian. I literally
thought that was so funny when you said that. I was like,
okay. And then literally the next chapter, she goes to the library and he's there. I was like, oh. I was like, wow. Well, that theory went really down the hole. No, I guarantee Ashlyn's giggling. Yeah, I was like, it had to be the Guardian. It's the Guardian.
That made me laugh so bad. Didn't you tell me that on FaceTime, or did you
I
just
told you?
And I was like,
you're like, okay. Yeah, your FaceTime. Oh yeah, okay.
Good theory.
You're like, it has to be. It's the only reason to explain why he is like this.
Yeah. So funny.
I'm like, oh golly.
Oh man.
But I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
And I think the journals Caspia left behind was so smart.
It'll be interesting to see like if they can, like if there's visions in there that are like bad or whatever, not so great.
Obviously there's gotta be.
Yeah, but like I'm wondering if like reading those in advance, she can like avoid it somehow, or like see it happening in enough
I wonder if
time
it's gonna be kind of like how Brimstone was, where it's like, don't read this part until this happens.
Yeah,
and that'll be fine. I don't mind, but I am also like, let her read it all, because then she can maybe change the fates.
Yeah,
like you did with Andres.
Yeah,
you saw Andres was gonna get killed. How many times, Caspia?
Yeah.
But you saved him every single time by changing your course.
Yeah.
That should be the same for Odessa. There should be definitely that barrier. And so that's why it's like seeing that the very last vision of, Ransom basically dying and Odessa shifting into the crooks, like that could maybe not happen.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just to like give us a scare and we're like, oh my God. Like they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's all it was, and we're just kind of sitting here like maybe they can change that fate.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until the next book comes out.
I guess we're gonna just have to wait. But I'm pumped. I'm excited.
It was a great book.
It was a good book,
and I'm glad we read it.
I know. I'm glad we read it when it came out too, because
me too.
As much as like the author is like, don't do spoilers. People are like, please don't spoil it. It's got to come out some point.
Eventually, people don't see what the author
Well, and people will be like, "Oh, it's been 8 months since it's come out.
People
Who
should have
gives a
read it.
shit?"
Yeah.
People should have read it by now. But
Yeah.
it's also like people who have maybe not picked it up or waiting for it to
Yeah.
be finished trilogy might not pick it up. So I'm really hoping. I'm glad we read it first so that we didn't get spoilers.
Yes.
But yeah, I hope people are just respectful and
To the author's wishes
don't do
also.
like
Yeah.
I know fan art is fun to make, but maybe just hold off
Hold
a
off
little
for a
bit
quick
on
sec.
it. Let the
Yeah.
third book come out, and then you go ham.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. No, I
I'm
agree.
like, I guess. I don't know.
I'm ready to see some fan art personally, but that's because I finished the book. So
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen some fan art of Caspia.
yeah. Also, I was looking on Pinterest. I was like, right, the Starling aesthetic. Nothing. Because it's so new. There's like nothing on Pinterest yet. So
Guess we'll have to check that.
I'm gonna have to come up
to.
with my own keywords.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with our own stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have to
darn
make another
it.
collage.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It's
How
not too
dare.
hard.
Okay, well,
Alright.
sounds good.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review, share with your friends, and we'll see you next episode. We will be reading. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We put a vote up to you guys, and
I think it might be Blood of Hercules.
Blood of Hercules, which I think we're excited about because it's a little change of pace, a little step away from fantasy, but not too far away from fantasy. More going into that Greek mythology, and I've also heard lots about this book.
I'm so excited. My coworker has been dying for me to read this one, so she'll be very happy.
She'll be pumped.
She'll be pumped. That one.
So we'll see what the vote says at the end of the day.
Yeah, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay. All right. Bye.